Hi, welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the BMW M3. Now, the BMW M3 stories actually started way back in the late 1980s. BMW M3 actually started as a homologation special, but it sold pretty well, and that pushed BMW to make a second generation E46 version. Now, as time went on, the M3 gradually got more and more sophisticated. Now, in 2023, every bit of a luxury car as every bit of a performance car it is. New for 2023 are the iDrive transmission, iDrive infotainment and instrument system. It's a curved glass panel, as you can see here. It's a pretty large panel, 14.6 inches for the screen and 12.3 inches for the instrument panel. There's also an M4 Coupe version available. Now, the M4 Coupe version is slightly more expensive. There's also the M4 Convertible available. And sadly, yes, there is also the M3 Touring that isn't coming stateside. Now, as you can see here, there's that big grille. I've grown accustomed to it, but some of you might not, and it depends on you if you like the look or not. As you can see here, this is the new iDrive 8 screen. One of the main criticisms of the previous iDrive 7 screen was that the instrument cluster wasn't configurable enough. This one fixes the problem, but then it also removes the climate control buttons and the loved I1 to 8 buttons on this dashboard, which is pretty sad. Of course, there's also that manual transmission available, which is very nice. Now, an interesting thing for the M3 is that you can order with the BMW individual colors. Now, if you want to take a look at the BMW individual colors, go to the configurator. It's available in a ton of colors. Here are just a few, such as Mara blue, San Marino blue. You can even get it in mint green if you want to. And yeah, it's pretty nice. If that's what you want, you can get it. It's quite expensive though. Most people have quoted prices upwards of $4,500. And if you do get one of these colors, there might be a delay on your delivery time. Now, starting out with the trim levels, the M3 is available in 3 trims. We're going to do the M3. The M4 is basically the same, and the M4 Convertible and the not available in the States M3 Touring are available in competition X-Drive trim only, which I'll talk more about later. Now, don't confuse this with the M340i. The M340i isn't an M car, it's an M performance car. I'll make a video talking about what's the difference between an M Sport, M Performance, and M cars later. Now, the M3 range kicks off with the M3 sedan. Now, this is one of the most unique ones in the range. It has a rear-wheel drive setup, and then the most unique thing about this is power is sent through those rear wheels via a 6-speed manual 6-shift. That's why the 0 to 60 times are slower, and it's also a non-competition car, so it comes standard on 19-inch and 20-inch staggered wheel setup instead of the 20-21-inch on the competition models. It only has 473 horsepower instead of 503 horsepower on the competition. And yeah, if you want to move up and get the extra horsepower, you can't get the manual. Now the competition gets larger wheels, accessory for 20 and 21-inch wheels. Yes, we've reached the point where there are 21-inch wheels on the M3 series. Or you can also get the X-Drive sedan. My pick of the range will actually be the M3 sedan or the M3 Competition X-Drive, because unlike most BMWs, X-Drive doesn't make the steering numb on the M3. And if you really do want to do burnouts and drift, you can actually disable the front drive shafts and make it a lot faster. But for today, we're going to stick with the M3 sedan. No. The M3 is available in quite a lot of colors, such as Sao Paulo yellow if you want that. The colors on the M3, there are some unique colors, of course, being an M car. There's Isle of Man green metallic, which is quite green. On the configurator, it doesn't really pop like in real life. You also have Toronto red, of course Portimao blue, and Sao Paulo yellow. Among which Isle of Man green and Sao Paulo yellow were the launch colors. You can also get Frozen Portimao blue if you want that, and it does look quite sick, I have to admit. But Frozen paint is quite a pain in the ass to take care of, so I'm just going to give it. You know what? I'm just going to do a aventurine red metallic. I think it looks quite unique. On wheels. Now, when specing your M3, if you want carbon ceramics, you have to go for these wheels. Now these wheels, I'd rather have these. But again, these wheels are pretty good looking. Yeah, I'm going to go with these wheels because I'm not going to select the carbon ceramic brakes. And now, take a look at the M3. It just has that aggressive stance. And you know what, I'm going to change it to a lighter color. Now, the M3 from its rear view core view really does look very good. I really love the aggressive rear arches and the front arches as well, but when you move to the front, it's your personal opinion. Now, we're moving on to interior. Interior, you've got an extended merino leather as standard. This isn't even an option on the standard series here in the States, but in other countries, you can actually get this as well. The merino leather in normal 3 series. But for merino leather dresses, mainly the lower, below your eyesight, parts below your eyesight in leather. For M3, I think we really don't need it, and this is good enough. No. I really do like the Fiona red and black, but I'm going to go with Lamy orange and black, because I think it just looks so unique and so cool. No. If you're going to go for a bright color like this, you might have the foam merino leather will dress up the interior with door panels and leather and this piece in leather. For a 3 series, it might not be needed for the leather, but for the appearance, it's worth it as well. Now you can go for 3 trim levels. 4 trims in the M3. You can get peanut black and individual aluminum, which I don't know why anyone would want to go with this. It's just basically aluminum, but it does have quite a cool weave to it. I think most people like go for the carbon fiber instead of these 2 options or the standard option, and you do get quite a lot of carbon fiber. By quite a lot, I mean like on the steering wheel. You'll get the whole steering wheel in carbon fiber. This just looks tacky to me, so I'm going to stick with the aluminum trim. On parking assistant packs, you don't want to be dinging your M3, and BMW SSIP in many videos before has one of the best parking assistance features of all time. An executive package is also very nice. It basically is a convenience pack. You get heads up display, but otherwise it's all convenient. Power tailgate, heated wheel, and sensitive dashboard. Now But the full merino leather, I think, already has the leather dashboard included, so you get a discount if you choose the executive package. So that's what we're going to do. Now, the most controversial option of the M3, except for the grill, which really isn't an option, is the carbon bucket seats. You get this thing right in the middle of the seat cushion, which I don't know what it is there for. That thing might get stuck on it. But anyways, if you're tracking your M3, this might be the seats you want to go for. You can also remove the headrest, but I don't mean like the whole headrest, but like little padding that goes on the headrest if you want to wear a helmet. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to add ventilated seats instead, which aren't available with these seats. You can go for a shower lights and moonroof. Worth noting, don't go for a moonroof. Why? The moonroof removes the carbon fiber roof on the M3, and why would you delete the carbon fiber roof? You want to go for laser lights. Normally I don't do this, but on the M3 they just look so right. Your drive recorder is also an option. I won't be interviewed to make this standard, but they're probably not looking at my videos too. Wireless device charging also is very nice. As you know, BMW was the pioneer of the wireless CarPlay system, and so you might want the wireless device charging. eSIM is also very nice, but you already have a phone nowadays, do you? So of course you're not going to add that. So undrive proficient is basically like drift mode. Whether you need this, it depends on you. I think it's quite a gimmick, and you can also add carbon ceramic brakes. I'm not going to do this. It's quite expensive, so I'm just going to add compound brakes with the calipers instead. You can also get driver's pack, which basically includes a 2-day class at BMW's headquarters in Atlanta. Or sorry, 1 day. It's quite expensive for living that it is, but it's a quite nice experience if you want to do that. Now, so here's my build. If you want to put in my build code, you're welcome to, and here are the options that I chose. And that's it for today's video. The M3 I spec'd out came to $80,000, $950. If you want to look for something different, you might want to go with the RS5. That's pretty much the only competitor the M3 has, but again, it doesn't have that manual. It doesn't have that rear-wheel drive. It's all-wheel drive, and it's from Buyer's all-wheel drive system. And therefore, I go with that every single day of the week, unless you do commute a lot, and the RS5 will be more comfortable. Also, the Sportback will also be more practical as well. But I'm going to go with the M3. It's also worth noting another fun fact that I didn't talk about this. I don't know why, but all M3s, unless you go for a touring, which is not here in the States, you don't get a center armrest. I don't know why. I mean a rear center armrest. But anyways, that's it for today's video. If you have any comments or any suggestions, comment them down below. And please like and subscribe, it really helps. Thanks for watching.